And what is going on? We are back with your Purple Pants podcast coverage of Real Housewives of Potomac season 9, episode 7 and 8. I am here with my amazing, talented, and oh so funny co-host, Dr. Jatia Taylor Hart. What's poppin'?
Oh my gosh. First of all, so happy to be here. And I was also so happy to see you this past week.
Yes, we did the Bryson Wynn Tour 47 stop in Chicago, and Jatia was a highlight of my night. I got to spend some time with my sister. We appreciate everyone that came. There were some posse members in the building. I believe May was there, and she was like, I love Jatia. I love the Potomac Housewives recap. So we appreciate you, May, even though I call her
And
Maya.
we love her. So thank you, May, for hopping. Look, I had a fantastic time. I would like to point out that somebody on this podcast also was on top of a bar. We'll let you guess who, which
Well,
person.
normally Jatia takes a teaspoon of tequila and she's on a bar. But I figured I was in
I've
Jatia City.
never been on a bar in my life.
Girl, that's a lie. But okay.
What?
That that's a
Who
lie.
does
I
that?
very ghetto. Not classy, not cutesy, and not demure.
Not demure or mindful. Oh my gosh, to be up on a bar like rapping, and who does that? Anyway.
Listen. We are here and we
Yeah,
are covering episode 7 and 8 of the Real Housewives of Potomac.
7 and 8. We are
Yes.
here.
We have a lot to get through. Episode 7 wasn't that juicy, but there are some highlights that I felt like we need to talk about. Wendy and her family, she is planning her 40th birthday party. And to our surprise, some of Eddie's family said they is going to pull up and come. Now, not Eddie's mom and dad, but Eddie's siblings said that they will come. And so this is going to be interesting because we have not seen any of Eddie's family for
Not
5
at the
years.
look, not at the wedding, not at the law school graduation.
Not
They
at the
haven't look,
christening.
they haven't been introduced formally to the children. I don't even think they know what children are. They may not like understand how reproduction works because of Wendy and the mama, look, Susan, and after she has gotten her allowance, with
Okay, because she didn't play about that allowance. Now,
mm-mm.
I
Run her
understand
money. Give me my money is what Susan said. Okay. Um,
most most parents, because we know Sheila, we see Sheila this episode too. I'm sure Sheila gets an allowance, but I thought it was pretty interesting for Wendy's mom to be just asking for the allowance, like on
honey,
camera, like
no shame. 4 days late. Okay, 4 degrees. 4 days late. So I thought that was very interesting. Susan was not playing, and guess what? Wendy gave Susan her money.
she
Okay,
said that right then and there.
right.
And speaking of our girl Sheila, we get to see Sheila this episode. Sheila is still in her not so great relationship. She is having some heart issues and some health issues, and we don't ever like to see parents with health issues. But she arrives to Ashley's house. Ashley said, "You want some water?" She said, "I'll take the champagne." I said, "Oh,
like, look,
okay,
I don't
Sheila."
think. Look, she just say, "I gotta stay hydrated. I got heart issues." So why don't you give me something that I will drink so that I can stay hydrated? So actually, it's a part of my health plan.
Okay.
I am glad that Ashley is, trying to talk to her mom, child. I think everybody, once you get to a certain age, honey, them roles reverse again, and then you have to, start looking out for your parents. So it's very interesting to see that relationship. I hope Sheila go ahead and dump that man, honey. Um,
He ain't going nowhere. He working.
Okay. Yeah, working on getting an allowance from Ashley. Look like Susan. So that's
Okay.
that's
Sheila
that's
said
what
he
it
got a job. Ashley said, "Well, does it cover the bills?" Sheila said, "He's working." So listen, we can't fault a man for working. So if he working, continue to work, my good brother.
look, you know what he working on. He working
Mm,
on that allowance. That's it. So
mm.
I just thought that was very interesting. Another part of this episode that stood out to me, honey, was TJ. Come on,
Uh,
TJ. TJ with his chiclet gums as Stacey drew him. that, like, you should never, if you're not a good artist, draw a picture of somebody you love, because it's never going to turn out good. It's always going to be whack, 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 whack. I think I'm trying to look. Oh yes, of my picture that my daughter drew of me. Let me show you.
Oh, it
Like,
looked like TJ's photo a little bit.
I know she drew TJ. She's a talented artist, right? So that is just a reminder. Don't do it. Don't do it. And
Yeah.
it was just weird and interesting. And it comes up again, weirder and even more
Hmm.
interesting. They clowned him on the bus, rightfully so. I don't know. I thought it was very interesting when he came into the party, and I think one of them said, "Yeah, when I looked at that man, I could tell he had not been having sex." I think they would should have added like with women, but
Oh, oh.
like I'm just saying, like, because he's a man of God.
I mean, he is a man of God. Yeah, I like TJ, but I just don't know if TJ likes Stacy like that.
I think TJ might like you, honey.
Oh,
I think.
well,
Look, TJ.
well, I
I heard
mean,
TJ say TJ might have said you was cute.
okay, well, hey TJ, I seen that sister episode that he was on. TJ was fine back in the day.
TJ looks like he used to be fine back in the day.
And TJ still isn't a handsome man though. Like he still is an attractive black man. So I'm not gonna hate on TJ. And listen, if TJ you
I'm
get
not
down with
hating on TJ
Stacy.
either. TJ seems like a God fearing, sex
Hmm.
shielding man,
And listen,
sexual woman shielding man.
I'm saving myself for marriage, so I am on the celibate journey as well. So listen, TJ, we could play together. Another touching and interesting moment on episode 7 was when Karen met with her nephew to kind of, I don't
Mm,
really know what the meeting was, but essentially it was talking about the night of the accident, and we learned that she was on the phone with her nephew. And first of all, Karen's nephew was kind of cute too, but
Karen's nephew was definitely cute. Yes, he was.
yeah, and we see how emotionally choked up he gets because he was literally on the phone with Karen when the accident happened, and that's something that I can't imagine. Imagine being on the phone with your aunt or your mom, and you hear an
Mm.
accident, and you can't so
You can't help them. Like, what?
uh,
Oof, yes, that would drive me. So I love him as a character. He could come back. Yeah, I love that he was there for her and supporting her, and it was just a very genuine relationship. And
yeah.
that's not something that we see all the time on these type of shows. So
Yeah. And then the meat and potatoes of episode 7 was Mia, Gordon, and Ink. Okay. They are in their condo building. Gordon comes down to check on the kids, get his iPad from the kids, and Mia and Gordon and Ink have this conversation. Mia has been telling us that Gordon is fine with Ink. However, in this conversation, Gordon says he's not fine. You kid, Ink committed
look,
adultery with his wife. His
and
wife,
he wanted to know how many times.
how
He's
many
like, if you
times?
can't give me an exact number, can you estimate? Has it blink if it's been more than two? And and look,
I I think that was a weird thing, right? Like, now don't get
very
me wrong.
weird.
It does matter, but in the grand scheme of things and where y'all are at, like, why are you asking how many times they committed adultery?
And
Uh,
not only that, but like, weren't you co-signing in some way? It seems like on some of it. So like, if you wanted numbers, like, I don't know, like, it was just weird. It was weird. I thought it was interesting that Mia just put it out there, like, we like, she was like, the whole situation was weird. Don't you be worried? Like, you was locking her in a room,
mm,
and you concerned about how many, the
mm,
exact number of times, was it 2.5, and what
mm,
the point five entail?
mm.
Like, I mean, yeah, it was all very weird. And then,
And
he says,
Gordon,
yeah, go ahead.
he says she had to have an abortion because she cheated with you. And we like, well, wait, what? Wait, what? And Ink's like, I didn't know that. And you can visibly see Mia getting upset about this. And it just is uncomfortable. And mind you, although Mia loves her new condo, it's small. The kids is literally in the other room and they are going back and forth. These kids can hear what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, kids pick up on those sort of things. I don't know. It was all very uncomfortable, and I don't know. we know that in the past he's had some, issues with his mental and physical health. And it's just like it's not helping. Like I don't know what his aim is of this conversation, but it does
Yeah.
not seem like it's anything positive. And I think the best thing for him was just, finally, eventually he left. I think that was the best thing. He does say that, he is not supporting, their relationship, which
Well, yeah, and that was the big thing that he said that he did not want to film with ink because he felt like Mia was trying to paint this narrative like Gordon is okay with ink, and Gordon's like, I'm not filming with him, but I wanted to like tap the screen and say,
like
Gordon, you're
I'm
filming with him.
like
Like,
so that's another thing. Like again, your words do not match your actions. I'm like, you say you're not filming, but what's the best way to say you're not filming? Not to film. Not the
oh, oh,
film.
oh,
Look,
uh,
that's
what's
it.
the what's the best way not to see ink?
Not,
Get
not
another apartment in another
correct.
condo.
So like he does not know what he actually wants. I think I mean, and it's okay to be torn. It's okay to be torn, but but
It's
but
okay.
fess up to it. Like, but fess up to it.
Now,
And so I think that's really the problem with me is that like Gordon goes back and forth. One day he okay, one day he not okay, one day he need to know the exact number of times that they have adulterized, and then the next day
uh,
he giving her permission.
as we slither our way on into episode 8, I don't really like, I understand, yes, Gordon has some mental health issues, but I don't really know if it's Gordon going back and forth or if it's Mia going back and forth, and we
I
can get
think
to
they
that.
all going
Yeah,
back and forth.
I think it's a lot that we are going to uncover.
Yeah.
And Gordon does say at the end of episode 7, he asks Ink flat out, does he feel like Jeremiah is his son? Ink says he does. And so that's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean,
But yeah, so and I also get confused about this if he is talking about biologically or like he feels like, oh, I treat him like a son. But I think he think talking biological. Look, just
yeah.
get the boy, just get the paternity
It
test.
doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that
Yeah.
long. You know, I'm a social worker, baby. I can have them results back tomorrow. But as we slither our way onto episode 8, we have a G&A event. Now, G&A has come a long way. It's a remix. It's kind of like She by Sheree, but lifestyle
But
brand
with
joggers.
fashions, look, but with fashions, okay.
But now we're not focusing on the fashion. Now G&A is G&A Fusion, a lifestyle brand.
Look,
G&A
lifestyle and wellness, okay. All right, slash
G&A
slash.
G&A Fusion sound like a Celsius drink. Like I was like, oh, they're gonna come out with an energy drink. But it is good to see that Gizelle is keeping her word with the National Brain and Tumor Society, still raising funds in honor of her late father. They had this wellness event that the majority of the girls come to. Karen is supposed to come, but she does not come. And they do a little workout, and it's great. But the
It's
highlight.
the highlight.
The highlight of the G&A event was the halftime show. Now, mind you, over the summer, while the ladies were filming, there was a fan that was on a hotel roof, and they captured this little clip that I sent to Jatia right away. I said, ooh, look, it looks like Ashley is going to be performing her song. And unfortunately, Ashley was performing her song,
Mhm.
Healing and Thriving. Thriving and healing. Now, let me ask you this before you even respond. Are you missing Candace Dillard yet, Jassi?
I'm staying with Tardy for the party. Look, that what Gizelle made fun of as Ashley's song was better than Ashley's song. Like she was like, "Oh, I did this remix to make it more uppy." I was like, "No, it is still horrible." I was like, "Nobody wants to dance, girl, to you singing." I think less you singing, more bop. Okay, put more bop in the top. Okay, I don't know. And she's like,
And
I don't understand. Like, girl, oh, sorry.
listen. I feel like Ashley has a voice, and all you have to have is a voice. And in the studio, you can have a voice. Now, I was cracking up at Stacey when they were in the confessionals asking Stacey, like, what did you think about Ashley singing? And Stacey was like, well, she really tried hard to get those notes out. I was like, see, this is the part of the reason why I am warming up to Stacey.
Stacey, God love her, is the most positive woman I've ever met on Real Housewives of Potomac. But no, it was horrible. Like, she just needs to sing less, sing way less. And I think the thing is that she puts too much confidence in the fact that people want to hear her sing. That's
Well,
it.
I mean, they say fake it till you make it. So listen, I'm not mad. I
But nobody wants to actually hear her sing. That's the thing. Like, her voice is not good
yeah.
enough for that people want to just hear her sing. We want to hear a bop and just have Ashley associated and like dancing with it.
Now let me see if she got her song because I like to support the housewives. Let me see if Healing and Thriving has made its way. Okay, it
See
hasn't.
if the DC remix. What's the I forgot the style. Go
Oh,
Go. The
go
Go Go.
go.
Yeah, the Go Go remix is up there.
Hold on, let's see. Let's check Ashley Darby. Okay, so she ain't released a single yet. Okay, they
Don't
doing another
look.
remix.
Don't do it. Don't.
Uh, but in other Potomac news, we brought up Candace. Candace did a People magazine spread and revealed that I believe in
She
early
had a baby
October, she gave birth to her
boy.
baby. Her, Chris, and the baby are doing well. She did talk about how she loved pregnancy, the whole journey. She did talk about how postpartum is very real. And, just seeing Candace happy and joyful. I don't always agree with my girl Candace, but I definitely do miss her this season. And, we are wishing Candace, the baby, and Chris really well. At the end of this G&A Fusion dance performance, health and wellness,
Was it
get a
really
little.
a was it really a dance performance or was it like a yodeling?
I mean, listen, we're healing and thriving.
Okay.
Mia sits the girls down. And here's the thing. I know we're filming a reality show, and I know that some of these things are like planned and like, but this conversation that Mia had to get the girls together to tell them this was kind of weird. So Mia tells the ladies that everything isn't great with Gordon and Ink and that they got into this big fight. Gordon had said that he revealed that she had to have a miscarriage. And, Mia body, her choice. She could do whatever she wants. Nobody needs to put that on blast. And Mia just really revealed to the ladies that like she's struggling right now and that she is saying that Gordon is in a manic state and it is weighing a lot on her. The ladies offer her sympathy. And it is interesting because that comes back later in the episode.
Uh, uh-huh.
Then we get to see the Grand Dame. So here's the thing about Black people, and especially Black celebrities, and especially Black women celebrities. Regardless of I just love. Now, I don't like to see Black women in the court system, but what I do love is the Black women fashion when they have to go to court.
Stop.
Okay, because Karen, I was feeling that, very demure, very classy, pencil black
So
skirt with the
she looked
collar.
amazing, and so did Ray. You know what? It was giving me very Godfather vibes of how they were dressed. Like it felt like they were very official. They look both of them when they do dress up, they look fabulous. So the court's fashion, she was hitting on. Okay, it wasn't too much. It wasn't she ain't had none of this. Look, it was very very
Very
mindful.
holy, very first
Mm,
lady. Uh
mm.
her and I'm about to say Uncle Ben, not Uncle Ben. Her
Ray.
and Ray are sitting down waiting, I guess, for their driver to come take them to court. And in previous episodes, Karen has said that she doesn't really feel like Ray supports her. And I felt like in this moment when she's talking to Ray and Ray, she's like, are you ready for the day? And Ray's like, I'd rather be golfing. I'm like, bruh, like I could be getting put to
I
jail
think he's
today.
I think he's so used to being the center of attention, he doesn't even know how to be supportive. And also, I think he's like embarrassed, to be quite honest.
Well, listen, Karen was embarrassed when she found out he ain't paid them taxes. Karen was
Look, she
embarrassed
held him
when,
down, though. She held
listen,
him down.
And on the last episodes, episode 7, Karen talks about this, how when Ray went through all of this, she was his ride or die. When she had to move houses, sell her houses to free up some asset or free up some money, they moved houses. She took the brunt of it. She didn't
Like,
tell the girls, like,
not in Potomac. Ill. Ill.
okay. And all of the things in which the
Bethesda.
ladies
Oh,
had
I'm sorry.
questioned Karen about her moves and how they didn't make sense. I feel like in this episode, Karen really revealed that, like, she was going through some ish and she was riding with her man Ray. And she's expecting the same thing. And while Karen was packing up the house to move to free up some cash, Karen about to go to court. And now Ray talking about going playing golf.
Yeah, I didn't like that, and I felt bad for her at that time. But like, I think he's been consistent. I think he's
Yeah.
been very consistent on that one.
Here, Jatia, I took this note specifically for you. Why I love the Grand Dame. Do you remember the scene where she's making her coffee and she's in her black pencil skirt and they're waiting the day of the court? Did
Hmm.
you see what the camera zoomed in
No,
on the top of
what?
the show? Girl, not they zoomed in on a 3-wick Ladame candle burning.
I love it,
I
and I'm going back, and I am going to capture that. Look, Ladom don't play, okay? Ladom, when she say 3 week, baby, it's gonna be 3 weeks,
I
okay?
said, I know that's right. Wendy could never.
Mm.
The ladies get together for lunch to, I guess, talk about everything that's going on with Karen. And again, we just see these constant jabs by Mia. Gizelle's like, I'm gonna call Karen. Mia's like, text her first and make sure she's not drunk. Like, Mia, like, girl.
You know
sh-
what? You know what Mia gives me. I just made this parallel. She gives me Dorinda on New York, right?
Really? Because we
Let
love
me tell you.
make
Let
it
me say,
nice. Make
yeah,
it nice.
child. I try. Look, I did all this for y'all. I made it nice, and y'all come up in here cutting the food.
Yo,
Look,
I baked the cake. I
girl,
baked the cake. First of all, Dorinda is classic. I love me some Dorinda. Okay.
Dorinda be losing her shit. Like Dorinda loses it when she loses it. And so I feel like the whole Dorinda Mia thing is because Mia has like nothing to lose and nothing to look forward to, and then she be cutting her friends like to the quick. Like, if there's one thing that you like, there's only a couple of things in Housewives that you cannot like, and going to jail is one of them. Like, you should never throw your friend under the like. You should never throw your not friend under the bus about going to jail. Jail is real, 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 real. You know. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what like her and Dorinda like. They don't really have that many things in their life to go for, so they just like cut people to the quick about stuff that shouldn't be. So that's my
That
parallel.
I do watch a lot of people recapping Housewives on TikTok. I enjoy it. And there is a large consensus that people feel like Mia is trashing just like I don't want to say the legacy, but she is just kind of like declassifying Real Housewives of Potomac. And people are saying she would be a better fit for Love and Hip Hop. Now, I don't think Mia is, and they
I don't
said
think
Ink is.
she. I don't think she like child like because yeah. I don't think she down that low. Look,
So yeah, but I'm like, I don't think Mia is declassing Potomac because I actually feel like she is.
she makes it interesting. I
She
think.
does, and she is one of the only housewives that kind of like is open, whether we know if it's true or not. So it's like, yeah, I definitely think that Mia is coming in this season after sitting first seat at the reunion with a little bit of a chip and an axe to grind with these people. But at this brunch that we're having, Kiarna reveals to the ladies that she spoke to Karen and the case is getting postponed.
Yes.
Uh, and
Dot
so,
dot dot. Hmm.
hmm. Yeah. And in the news and in real time when this happens, this is all over the news. And then, like I had said before, her defense is now trying to get a lot of the evidence thrown out, illegal search of Karen's car, saying she never got read her Miranda rights. So, I mean, they are really trying to, and listen, if you got the coin, and sometimes I feel like our legal system is really, it's not
It's
really,
about who has the
uh,
money to do a good
I,
job. Yeah.
no, Okay, who could file a motion? Who could do this and that? And so it's like, listen, we will see what happens with the grand dame. We also this episode, okay, we get to see Uncle Lump with Ashley, and Ashley is letting them know that she started the process of mediation to get through the divorce, and like she's just kind of like realizing, like, wow, this is the last time I'm going to see Michael in this essence as my husband. However, Ashley, that's been 3 years, girl. We don't care about the
Let it go,
mediation.
girl.
Girl,
You don't
let us
have about
know.
six.
Right.
You don't have six boyfriends since you like. Why you still married? Why? So come on, girl, give it up, honey.
Yeah. Like, let us know when a divorce is final, girl. We don't care about this, okay? Because listen, here's the thing. I want to see Michael. Okay. Like, I want to see Michael. I don't want to see you talking about this without Michael. Okay. I want to see Michael. And we know Michael is not filming. And so yeah,
I
but
wouldn't
Ash,
blame him. Why? What has he? What? Look, that show. Well, I guess he got his name out there, but
what?
not in a good way.
Well, I mean, he did that to himself. Why is you pinching producers' butts? Okay. Anyway,
Look, why
I
you taking hotel room pictures and then letting it be on the air? Look, oh,
why you got your penis on grinder with your face? Okay, it's a lot of things that Michael is doing that
tell me how are your pictures supposed to be on Grinder?
I don't know. I've never been on that app, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying. I would imagine that like they should not, they shouldn't see your face.
Is it supposed to? Is it
I, I
like
don't
that?
know.
Okay,
Listen,
I didn't know. Okay, go ahead.
I am celibate. I'm saving myself for marriage, so I don't
For
know anything
Jesus,
about any of
honey.
those things. And so,
Look,
whenever TJ is ready, give me a call. We get to Wendy's birthday party, which looks super dope. I can't even like I love the Blanco theme, everybody all in white. At Wendy's white party, Mia speaks to Wendy's mom, and baby. Now I don't always agree with Wendy's mom, but one thing that I can agree with me, Wendy's mom is since Dottie has clocked out, Wendy's
Susan has
mom,
clocked
Susan has clocked
in.
in.
She got her
Cause
allowance, honey, and she is, that is her payment and to be on the show. And I don't know what you thought that Susan was gonna say. Have you not seen the show, girl? Did you think Susan was gonna go gently into that good night, honey? No, she was gonna bring you round. Okay, you at my daughter party. You at my daughter. Look, look,
yeah.
Susan, I'm with you, girl.
Mia thought she was gonna be cute and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Susan was like, "And you said I was a bird. You said this and that." She said, "No, I prayed for you, and I will." I said, oh, "Get her together." And Wendy was really
The
like,
Holy Spirit
oh,
fire. Remember she said that? Look, girl. I was like, okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's interesting. Wendy's party happens to be on the actual day of Ashley's party. So Ashley was feeling some type of way, but baby, one of the main stars at the party was TJ. We got to see a little zesty side of TJ. TJ ain't appreciate.
Look, TJ say y'all mad at Jesus, and I don't know what to do to help you with that. Look, okay,
He
because
said, "You left me. You're like you left me." And Stacey's like, "I'm sorry, I was with the ladies." Then I guess Stacey tried to touch his legs and like calm him down. He said, "Don't touch me." I said,
spicy
"Ooh,
queen, honey. Look,
okay,
security,
okay,
come get her.
okay." I was confused about that. And so then Wendy has a grand entrance on one of those car boat things, but like I thought the grand entrance was supposed to be an entrance, not we watching you from afar do heelys in the water. Like, yeah, girl, you ain't eat with that, Wendy, but your party looked
Yes.
amazing. You
She
looked
looked
beautiful.
She did. So give let me circle back and give her props. She looked amazing. She has been coming with it. Like she's never been a slouch, but she's really been stepping it up. So I'll
Yeah.
say that. Loved it.
And then, Ashley asks Karen how everything went. Karen said, "Oh, I can't talk about it." Ray was there, and Ray was like, "Well, what I could say is," Karen was like, "We can't talk about it." Ray was like, "But I can't." Karen was like, "We can't talk about it." I said, "Oh, okay." Listen, Karen said, "You're not going to make this storyline your storyline. I will shut it down." I said, "Okay, Grand Dame. Okay, we see you
I like
now."
that. She saved him in
She
her court
really
case.
did.
Look, in her
Uh,
court case. Go ahead.
Wendy's family and Wendy and Eddie's family didn't really integrate well. They seemed to get along with Eddie and Wendy, but it didn't seem like Wendy's family and Eddie's family came together. But listen, black
Baby
families,
steps. Baby
Baby
steps.
steps, baby
Look,
steps. Like, yeah. So the fact that they
on
were even there.
on New Jersey, when Teresa and her brother get together, they get to fighting. They get to, so
Real quick, are you team Teresa or are you team Melissa?
I'm team none of them. Look,
Okay. Well,
I'm so sorry. I can't be on
all
either
right.
of
Well,
their
because
teams.
we know the right side is team Teresa. So anyway, just curious about that. Also thought it was funny when they were trying to get the photos. I don't know if this was editing or not, but Eddie Stanley was getting up to take the photos, and it looked like Wendy called her mom over. Her mom said, "No, thank you." I said,
She's like, I didn't get my allowance for this part. I didn't get my
uh,
allowance for a picture. I didn't get my picture
and
allowance.
in true Bravo fashion, they save what they piped up for a week and a half in the trailer for the last 30 seconds at Wendy's parties. The ladies are all together. And Gizelle brings up to Wendy, like, Wendy, I got a question for you. Because you said that Ink said last week that he would fall back if it would do good for the family, if he is triggering to Gordon for the sake of the family. Why, after the G&A Fusion a la carte health and wellness extravaganza, did you
Mm.
set us down and tell us all of this stuff? And the very next day, you are posting a photo of Ink and Gordon at the pool taking shots with the kids.
There, look, so many things. I told you, all of them are flippy floppers, wishy washers, and like the thing I didn't like about this was like, why you got to bring the kids into a Giselle?
Right.
Just
It's like, why
just
are you
leave it alone.
wait, you're
Just
saying
leave it
Gizelle
alone.
or Mia?
Giselle, like,
No,
just
because
I don't think she should have brought that up. And like,
I do, because at
how
the
about we talk?
Hatitude party, at the
So
Hatitude party, when Gizelle said, "You're not protecting your kids," and we all was like, "Whoa, that's a little low blow." I feel like we're 8 episodes in, and I'm kind of, y'all gonna say I'm always on Gizelle's side, but I
yeah.
agree with Giselle. Like you are actively making your children a part of this Ink and Gordon mess. Like, girl, don't
But do
do
you
it.
think she needs to talk about that on the damn TV show, or do you think that's just stirring up more stuff?
What do you mean?
Because if you think I'm not protecting my kids, and you get on this podcast, and that's the time you decide to bring it up, we gonna have a problem.
Well, okay, but yeah, but if you bring up your kids on this podcast and say that they not doing well in school and your husband ain't helping out, and then I see that your husband is on the PTA meeting doing the homework, going to school, and you're not there, then I have a right to bring it back up to you and say, "What are you talking
Yes,
about?"
yes, but not on this damn podcast. Ding, what a bell. Ding, ding the bell. Thank you.
I don't. I agree. Listen,
So yeah, so there's a little balance. I hear what you're saying. Yes, she should bring it up, but like, if that's truly you really
girl,
care,
it's
why?
housewives.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But um, the whole point was, I think Gizelle was trying to be messy. She wasn't trying to be helpful.
Well, I think messy, but also like a really good point. And then Mia drops the bomb and says that she would want the
Plural.
fathers of her children to get along, and everybody said,
Uh, Look,
"What?"
I think she be playing that up, and once again, she has played it up just to get that reaction, because she could mean like, like me and Ink are planning to about to maybe get fiancé
No,
in 3 years.
they ain't doing that. She said fathers. Like, what? Huh?
Yeah, like they both daddies, like they both,
And
and
so
my children.
again, yet again, you are bringing the kids back up into this by saying, like, it's like you doing a lot, Mia. But listen, hey, I mean,
She
I
is.
was
She's
I
stay
was
doing a lot.
tuned in, I was clocked in. I said, oh, okay. Well, Bravo's last 5 seconds of this. I guess we'll have to wait till next week. But all
Look,
in
she
all,
trying to get first chair again on that couch, and this is
I
how she
mean,
does it. Like, she ain't got no businesses. Remember, she set up that location, but she no longer is. They out
they're
the
locked
family
out.
business. So
Yes.
so like, this is, unfortunately, and I hate this. This is the family business.
Mm, well, I mean, Nobody wins when the family feuds. But
Y-
speaking of family, I hope everyone has an amazing Thanksgiving this weekend or
Yes.
this week. Uh, and you spend time with your family because time is very precious and it's important to make memories. And we are so grateful that you support and watch us. And we will be back
Absolutely. I
in
hope
2 weeks.
that you enjoy your turkey day and that you spend time with all of your fathers if you have multiple fathers and other important people in your family. And I can't wait to hear more about this definition of fathers.
Yes, I can't wait either. Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks covering episodes 9 and 10. This has been your Real Housewives of Potomac coverage of season 9, 7, and 8. Thanks for listening.
Yay! Woo! Bye. Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You better listen in public, might make your stomach hurt. Ooh. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to unwind, you better get that box wine. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to get your snack, you better hurry right back though. It's the Purple Pants. It's the Purple Pants.